Hello viewers, this is Paladin of Odin, and this is some more Magic the Gathering Online. This is another episode of the Standard Commentary Series. Second turn Jace. And it looks like a Jeskai deck, so I expect Jace to be murdered quite quickly. And discards a land. I'm wondering what color combinations this guy is running. It's looking like Esper. Theoretically, he could be running a 4-color, which would put him into Dark Jeskai. Sphinx's tutelage. Strange. You know, for a little while there, it looked like, Mill might be worthy of the top 8, but then it just kind of disappeared. Okay, so he is running red, so it's Dark Jeskai. It's looking like a Jeskai Mill deck. Or he's just running this for the little extra pain. And there goes Jace. Surprisingly, he did not die in, 3-4 turns. And utter end on the Sphinx's tutelage. I have to say, I really don't like Mill. You know, it bugs the hell out of me losing cards, but at the same time, was it worth using an utter end to get rid of it? Tormenting Voice. So it is a straight up Mill deck. He wouldn't be playing this card unless this was his strategy. And another Tormenting Voice. So actually, Utter End was not a bad decision. You basically took his most powerful piece off the board. Blighted Gorge. And second Sphinx's tutelage. And flashback Utter End to get rid of the second Sphinx's tutelage. Because that's basically what Jace's -3 ability is. It gives a card flashback. And a third Tormenting Voice. Skyline Cascade. It's actually a pretty good land. Molten Vortex. So it's not just a straight up mill deck. He has a secondary win condition, which is good for him. Not so good against this Dark Jeskai deck because he seems to always have an answer. But it looks like Jace is finally going to die. And Kolaghan's command. Bring back Jace and make him discard a card. I have to be honest, of all the commands for me, Kolaghan's command is the best. And there's Jace. Now, Jace is in a pretty precarious position because all he has to do is discard a land and dead Jace. Treasure Cruise. I have to say, I haven't seen Treasure Cruise be played in quite a while. It was actually quite surprising. It's become all dig through times. But Treasure Cruise got him a land so that he could Molten Vortex Jace. And things are actually pretty even right now. Dragon Master Outcast. If he can survive, that's, even one turn, that could turn this game around for him. But he had another land. That's the problem with facing off against this guy's particular deck is now that he has Molten Vortex in play, anything with a toughness of 2 or less is most likely just going to die. Alhammaret's Archive. This is actually turning into quite an interesting match. What? Ah, Tassiger. I keep forgetting that he has Delve. You know, when people are running blue and I see them start to delve, I immediately think that they're going to be playing Treasure Cruise or Dig Through Time. But, when I think black and delve, the first thing that comes to my mind is Murderous Cut. Come on. 3 cards in hand. Either you're going to do something with them or not. Skyline Cascade. He's 1 mana short of being able to Blighted Cataract. And Treasure Cruise again. Which, thanks to the archive, is a 6 draw. And there's Sphinx's Tutelage. Unfortunately for him, he didn't have that out when he played the Treasure Cruise. That would have been really nasty. Activating Tassiger. Puts Negate and Mantis Rider in his graveyard. He gets Wild Slash back, which really isn't very helpful against this deck. I am surprised though, we've burned through half of this guy's deck, the mill deck, and we haven't seen a single copy of Jace for his deck. And Jace would work quite well in his deck. I mean, it's most likely because he can't afford them. You know, to build this mill deck is pretty cheap. I mean, Molten Vortex is probably the most expensive card. The Archive is probably, you know, dirt cheap. Tutelage is an uncommon, so it's not going to be that expensive. Treasure Cruise might actually be the most expensive card in the deck. I'd have to check the price lists to see how much Molten Vortex is worth, but from the amount of play that I see, you know, Treasure Cruise is worth more. But it is a common. Another Archive. Did you forget about the legendary rule? Or are you doing that on purpose for Delve in the future? No. I don't know what that means in chat, but I'm pretty sure that means that he spaced. Four mana, 4? Ochitai's Command. Returning Jace and drawing a card. You should have done that at the end of his turn. Or at the end of your own turn. After Ochitai. But it really doesn't matter. I mean, all he did was get to draw a card and discard a card. Plays his Mantis Rider. And Kolaghan's Command grabs the other Mantis Rider and makes him discard a card. Double Mantis Rider is really good. I've seen really good games where the match basically was ended by the fact that the deck, the Dark Jeskai or regular Jeskai deck, managed to play 2 Mantis Riders and for them to stay on the board. Magmatic Insight. I mean, if he plays Mantis Rider on his next turn, that pretty much puts the mill deck on a 2-turn clock. Because that's almost guaranteed 6 damage a turn. He'd have to be able to discard 2 lands to get rid of a single Mantis Rider. Another Another Magmatic Insight. Or if he gets lucky with the Sphinx's tutelage, the game will be over much sooner than that. Ten cards in his deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's one short from being able to Blighted Cataract. Magmatic Insight again. And this is most likely game right here. 3 Magmatic Insights in the same turn. Let's see, 4, 7. Another Mantis Rider would be 10. You'd have to come up with 4 damage someplace. Or not. Never mind. Treasure Cruise. That is the game right there. What turn are we on? 11. All of these triggers, when the first one is the only one that matters. Pass your turn, and game over. Oh, he does have a crap ton of cards in his hand. Displacement Wave. And he concedes the match, which I'm kind of glad for because that was a pretty long game. So that was Dark Jeskai versus Red Blue Mill. And if you liked what you saw, hit that like and subscribe button for me, and I'll see you in the next